So we recently just took a trip down to Arkansas. We had a couple of EBR 1190 RSs, and we got to put them through their paces on some awesome twisty roads in the Ozark Mountains. And we're just here to tell you a little bit about the experience.
Looking back at that ride, you know, that was some pretty fun stuff we went through.
Dude, I had a blast. That bike was awesome. The roads were awesome. Super fun. I mean, once we were cruising along, the thing was super easy to ride at a slow pace, but like once the roads got tight and things got a little more interesting, the bike was just super nimble.
But this twin just seemed to be so easy to ride at low RPM, high RPM, and you know, we could just be cruising along, and so you get into a corner and you need to start throttling to come out of it, and you really feel like it's a good corner and you're stable in it and you feel safe and secure, and it turned the city streets into a little playland, like a track for us.
Yeah, definitely. You could be down low in the RPMs and the thing felt like it had tons of power, and then all of a sudden, once you start revving it, it was like, holy cow, here's a whole nother, you know, dose of power up on top. It just kept pulling, and you know, never did I feel like, you know, I was waiting on it, like where's the power at?
Yeah.
This is, you know, and you could be in any kind of gear too sometimes. Like if you didn't get that downshift in and you got into a tight corner and you were gear high or something, there's just so much torque down low to just pull you through. And
the brakes too, I mean, we were a couple times, you know, we were kind of learning the roads, and you get in there and then suddenly, you know, just little light inputs on the brake and slow you right down. You know, if I felt like I was getting a little hot, you know, there's a couple corners there where we were just about dragging me on the ground, and it was like, I still need to slow down a little bit and make sure I stay, you know, within the lines, and you could just trail the brake a little bit, and so responsive.
The chassis so rock solid, and like how nimble the thing was and how light it felt. I mean, sometimes I felt like I was on a 600.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It was kind of like a 600 with like
twice the power.
Twice the power, 100 more horsepower. Any experienced rider at all would find this bike one of the fastest leader bikes to ride easily, to ride aggressively.
I was impressed with the grip too. Like, you know, some of those roads, you know, didn't really look like there was a lot of grip to be had, and then you really start getting into the power and it just felt locked in.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that has to do with the idler gear too, and the swing arm. It just felt like the rear was just
sticking in,
just driving right into the ground. And
I think it was the way you were spitting rocks at me. The bike was just confidence inspiring. It compounded the longer we rode. The longer we rode, the more I felt like I could do whatever I wanted with the bike. And
if you turned in early and you had to stand the bike up and then, you know, tighten your line again, the bike would just change direction super easy. And, you know, confidence inspiring, like you said. What about the sound too? When you're cruising along and then you roll into it hard, you can hear the big
throttle bodies
open up, the airbox noise, and
yeah, it was pretty cool. It made you want to do it more, that's for sure.
It's addictive.